I want to talk about how when I initially started off on YouTube, I had very different expectations from what I have now. Let's get into it. Right now, it is 10:13 at night on a Wednesday. It is January 7th, 2026. I keep saying 2025, so I must be stuck in the past, but it is 2026. I've been doing YouTube for about 3 years now, making over 600 videos, and um, and many more live streams, hundreds of more of live streams as well. But I've wanted to be a YouTuber since I was about maybe 16 years old, 17 years old, when YouTube was just starting out. And the creator that I most liked watching back in those OG YouTube days was Kev Jumba. I know there was Niga, Higa, and other creators. There was Jenna Marbles and some other people. But Kev Jumba was the one I enjoyed watching. I would watch his videos multiple times by myself with my friends. Yeah, I found out years later that he's the same age as me. Um, Kevin Wu is his real name, but um, yeah, Kevin Wu, Paul Yu. Very simple names. um, so ever since watching Kev, I really wanted to become a YouTuber myself, and I made a couple lightsaber videos in high school. You can check them out in my high school channel. If you check at the bottom of my channel, there's my high school channel link there. There are some of my high school videos, and I even made a documentary um, which won an award for uh, the best personal project of my grade of my entire year. So um, that was really fun, having a premiere of my personal project, my documentary starring my classmates on the big screen in the drama room, and people laughing at the jokes or like the edits, the smart edits that I did. Um, like as in I enhanced the comedy using editing, and people were having fun watching it, and that was really rewarding to have those people, my fellow peers, um, really appreciate the work that I've put into it, and saying how awesome the video is. That's the first video that I posted on this channel, and so you can find it if you select the video as oldest from my video list, and then you can check it. It's called Cliques, a high school documentary. And I made it primarily for me and my friends, my close-knit clique, who loved playing Counter-Strike together, and just playing Super Smash Bros. Together when we would meet up. Like it was all for me and my friends to like snapshot and capture what we really enjoyed, and what our lives were like back at that time. So I'm really happy with how that turned out, and it instilled in me, like I had fun editing, even though it took hours and hours because I had no idea how to organize all this massive amount of hours and hours of footage. I had no idea how to put it together, but it was rewarding, and I got sucked into it, and it wasn't a drag. I actually enjoyed it, and that's the first time I realized that I had a knack when it came to filmmaking, editing. Because even the supervisor who was supervising me, um, Mr. Jones, he said, Paul, he emailed me. He said, Paul, I've taught at a film school before, and your film is by far one of the best works of of a video that I've seen made by a student. And I was like, damn, what a high compliment. And so, I mean, if you look back now, it's very dated, right? Like, um, it's a product of the mid to late 2000s. It's not a, you know, it's very old school. It hasn't aged like a modern video that you see today. I would totally edit it differently, or I mean, I don't know how I would do it differently if I had the same footage now, but um, I think I did the best I could with the footage that I had. So um, yeah, I was sucked into thinking maybe I can do something when it comes to making videos. And in 2012, I started getting spiraled into thinking, oh, I can create lessons that I learn, life lessons or any small things, and teach it to others, teach it as if I'm teaching a few years younger than myself. And I was going to call it Paul Academy, just like ripping off Code Academy, right? Or Khan Academy, calling it Paul Academy. And I was writing pages and pages of scripts, and little did I realize, little did I know that I was going manic at the time, and that's why I was writing into 4, 5, 6 in the morning for hours and hours and not sleeping, and yeah, that led to my first ever manic episode back in 2012 when I had a full psychotic breakdown and went total psychotic. And let me close the door a bit. Maybe the music's a bit loud. So that took a pause. I was gonna, film those videos, or I was scripting all those out, but I never made those videos. The scripts just stayed as scripts, and I just have them as documents even now. It's funny reading them now. I just checked it pretty recently. I was like, huh. I can kind of see where I was going with it, but there's definitely a hint of like manic energy to it, which is not quite. Looking at it now, it's a little cringe. But anyways, so starting YouTube in 2012 in my university days did not happen, and then after a second manic episode in 2014. And then I didn't do anything on YouTube until for the first time in 2018. And 2018, I made a couple videos, but the biggest problem with making these videos was I didn't know, I didn't have an idea of what kind of videos I wanted to make. So if I had an idea, I would make it, but it would be very few and far in between. So I made a few videos in 2018. And then I went manic and psychotic a third time, ended up back at the psych ward multiple times for months on end. And when I got better and started finding a bit of motivation, 2022 is when I started making shorts, and 2023 is when I started making long-form videos. And I haven't stopped since then. But it's not like when I started making those, it was, smooth sailing, and I started creating a lot of videos. That wasn't the case. I had to kind of force myself to do it. I was still very unmotivated, and making maybe one video every 2 weeks, or sometimes twice in 1 week, and then other times not at all for like 3 weeks with nothing to produce. And yeah, it was a struggle. It was a struggle to be consistent, and so I had to force myself to create YouTube videos, and it's a lot of experimentation. Like what people don't teach in YouTuber courses, which I have bought too. So I bought Jump Cut back in the day, back in like 2016 or something. Or 2018? No, I think it was 2016. I bought Jump Cut in 2016 by Kong and Jesse, who are originally from Simple Pickup, this old YouTube channel. And then PTYA, the Part-Time YouTuber Academy, by Ali Abdal, who's a productivity YouTuber. What they don't teach you in those YouTube courses is that everybody is a completely different creator. Everybody has a style of video or types of videos that they like making. And that video that you like making, you won't know what that is until you try making a bunch of different stuff yourself and experiment with different ideas or different formats, or you won't know what kind of creator you are until you try. And I've tried the kind of highly edited route. I've tried the like these completely impromptu stream of consciousness talking with zero editing. I've done scripted videos. Those are some of my video essays. Those are scripted. I've tried these challenge videos of filming myself throughout the challenge and making a video over the course of a week, filming for an entire week before editing one video. And the thing that I found out about myself is that the videos that I enjoy making the most are these impromptu stream of consciousness talking journal-like videos. And so sometimes it's what I'm sometimes I'll vlog and show you what I'm doing that day or a snapshot of my day, but I don't even like doing that much. I like just spilling whatever is on my mind into the camera. So this is exactly the type of video that I like making. And so I've only found that out through a lot of experimentation, like hundreds of videos. And this is what I keep, the first thing you need to do is be persistent and keep at it. And then the second thing you need to do is, once you are persistent, you need to keep experimenting. And so, yeah, just keep on experimenting until you don't need a YouTuber course to be a YouTuber. You can just, there's so much information out there, but honestly, it's too much information and not enough execution. So you should be making as many videos as possible, as often as possible, and then you'll figure out your own path, and you can learn along the way. But you can't learn until you start failing or figuring out what you like or don't like by trying it out yourself. So I think there's way too many people who are obsessed about the best way to be a YouTuber, and not enough people who are actually executing and uploading their videos that they like making on a regular basis. And initially, I seeing all these famous YouTubers who are, millionaires or decamillionaires even. I had these expectations that I was gonna become one of those millionaire YouTubers, and I was so certain that that was gonna be the case. And then after trying YouTube for a few years, I realized even if I am one of the lucky ones that gets to earn like a living off of YouTube, it's likely not gonna be millions of dollars. It's likely gonna be a minimum wage amount, which is like maybe about 2,000 Canadian dollars a month, which is actually less than minimum wage. I think minimum wage is over 2,500 Canadian dollars a month is if you work a full-time minimum wage job in Canada. But that if you pay rent, that is all your money right there. So anyways, I realized that I don't need all that much money to be happy, so long as I can cover my expenses. I really don't spend that much money on a day-to-day basis. My girlfriend and I don't even eat out often at all. It's rare. Maybe sometimes 3 times a month, if that. Sometimes, depending on the month. I don't shop online often at all. It's only rare times where I have a spurt where I like really want something. I might buy like the yukata or the robe, Japanese robe or something like that, where I kind of get sucked into it and I buy it. But or these Uniqlo sweatshirt, sweatpants. I really like these. So, but the point I'm trying to make is, I don't spend that much money. I don't need that much money. If I can just earn like close to a minimum wage full-time income through YouTube, which is within the realm of possibility for even a creator like me. How long is this video? Oh my gosh, 15 minutes already. Okay, I want to wrap it up quickly. Then, you know, it's in the realm of possibility for a small creator like me who makes personal videos to earn about maybe or 2.5 grand per month. It might take a long time, but you know, even if it's what $500 a month, that would be amazing to have that much income just from making these videos that I enjoy making. So my dream of becoming a millionaire YouTuber, I think that was completely unrealistic, and having millions of subscribers, I don't even think that's all that realistic. Maybe it's possible. I think of course it's possible. It's possible, but even if it is gonna happen, let's say it is gonna happen, millions of subscribers, it's gonna be so far into the distant future probably. The probability of me getting to a level of having a massive fan base enough to earn income from AdSense and the occasional generous tipper or member who helps me out. Yeah, it's really, it's gonna take a long time, even if that is gonna happen in the future. So, like, I'm talking maybe a decade, maybe more, but I do intend to do this and make videos for decades to come. I want to keep going. I want to keep going and doing this until I die. So, yeah, I'm playing the infinite game. I'm not playing just to win. I'm playing. If I win, great, but winning can be temporary as well in this game of YouTube. But I'm playing for the sake of playing. I'm playing because it's fun to play. I'm loving making these videos. I'm loving connecting with you who is watching this and maybe commenting or in the Discord server interacting. Just having a kind of, you know, it's through a camera and through a video recording, but it's still a human interaction, even if it's one-sided. And it's not one-sided if you know, a comment or something and I happen to read it. I can't read every single comment on the viral video because there's so many. So I'm just overwhelmed, and usually I read all the comments, but at this point it would be like investing hours and hours and hours of, I mean, I've already spent hours replying to comments, but it seems almost an impossible feat to reply to every single comment or even to read every single comment unless I just sink in a shit ton more hours. So sorry if I haven't replied to your comment, but yeah, my goal for YouTube is to just be able to earn enough to match that of a minimum wage income, full-time income. And I would be so over the moon and happy to be able to get to that level. And I think it'll take maybe another 5 years when I am 40 years old to maybe get to that level. So we shall see. We shall see. I don't want to drag this on too long, so 1% better every day, baby.